Hey Collective, how are you guys? Edie and I are doing good. She's upstairs right now with Mike and Bennett. He's putting him to bed. I love you guys. I missed you guys so much. We've finally gotten moved into our house. Oh my god, this has been a nightmare. So I'm going to do a reading for you guys. So while I was pulling cards over from, I don't have my office set up yet, so I have like some things going on here. Wait a minute. So I'll show you. So like as I was pulling some cards over for me to use here, some cards fell out, and I was just pulling cards that Spirit told me to bring over. And as I was pulling them on from there to there, these fell out. So we're going to tap into this message and see what's going on here. So we got God is in charge. They're no longer covered by your protection. Okay. We've got a secret society, some kind of a secret organization that's involved. We've got Freemasons, Order of the Eastern Star involved here. Okay. Well, they're ruined because they're obsessed with coming after you. This is what Spirit told me here. We've got the Nine of Wands. You're the wounded warrior. You've been attacked. You're having to defend yourself and protect yourself. You've got so much courage. You're weary. You're resilient. Your faith has been tested. It's the last stand. You're gearing up for the worst defensive. Okay? Like you've got firm boundaries. Even when things are tough and seem insurmountable, you stand firm and ride out the storm. You're willing to do what it takes to get to the finish line. The Nine of Wands encourages you to keep pushing. You have a support system. Trust in yourself and take help where it's offered. Okay. Aries, Leo, Sag. It's a fire sign energy. A fire sign can be significant here. We've got the Six of Wands and the Moon with the Ten of Pentacles. So you're going to be victorious over family members here that could be attacking you. This could have to do with ancestral inheritance through the bloodline, through an actual earthly inheritance, through divine inheritance, both for some of you. Okay. They're trying to affect your stability in your home life, anything that you could attain. Okay. It's about wealth and finances. It says you're blessed with wealth and abundance, feeling financially secure, and trust that because of your success and accomplishments, you will always have what you want and need. The foundation for your future has been paid for sustainability. Feed that compulsion to be charitable or help others. And, you're a giver, Collective. We're givers. God Almighty, we give the shirt off our back. And you could have to be defending yourself against even family members who have taken an inheritance for some of you, where they were very deceptive with things going on, creating an illusion behind the moon here. Okay? Pisces energy. You're trusting your intuition. You've had fear and anxiety that you've had to overcome, okay? Your subconscious mind could be telling you things with your higher self coming forward, heightening your intuition so that you know what this is, what 3:30 on the clock. You could have premonitions. The moon is telling you that things may not be as they seem. Trust your intuition. Wait, sorry, I can't see these words. They're so tiny. Trust your instincts to see past these illusions. You may also be experiencing mood swings, dormant insecurity, or instability. If you're waiting for an answer, then be prepared to wait with the moon. Okay? So you've been waiting a long time with what's going on with this secret society, but remember, God is in charge. Everything is happening and unfolding how it's supposed to. And yeah, trust me, I'm dealing with this myself. It takes forever. It just feels like, God Almighty, what more do I have to do to get there, Spirit? But you're going to be victorious because you've got the Six of Wands. Okay? You're going to have victory and success in this. Something is going to turn out in your favor. You could be in the spotlight. You could have public recognition in some way. You could do something online. Okay? But there's good news that's coming in. There's good fortune involved with this good news. There's an achievement, some kind of a reward. There could even be a promotion at work that you obtain, to help make up for what these family members have done to you. We may not get it back in the way that we lost it, but we're going to get it back in other ways because God is in charge. 5 minutes on the clock. There's major changes that are coming in. They're having an energetic backfire, and they're having to create a whole new plan, a new path for what's going on here, okay? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sick. This move, I just want to take a second. This move, we had a U-Haul for 3 days. We had moved Mike's house into 1.5 storage units, half part of my house into the other half of that one. I had already had a storage unit for like 5 years that was full of stuff, and my daughter's stuff, I found out, was like 80% of it. Didn't even know. We unpacked half of it and put it on the U-Haul and brought it to the house and had to take it right back to the storage unit. Oh my God. And the house that we bought, it was a B&B. So like, we bought it furnished. We paid extra for the furnishings in here. So there's so much stuff. So there's stuff that we put into my apartment that we were all living in for like a 20-day grace period of between, like, not a grace period, but I mean, kind of 20 days from the day his house sold until the day that we bought the new house. So we were in limbo in my 1-bedroom apartment for the 20 days. Everything was a mess. My nephew is living in my apartment also. And, oh my God. So what we didn't need here, we took to my apartment over there because I still have it. And that way also, in case anything were to happen, I still have my stability and security. I'm not stupid. So, you know, I'm just saying. But everything's going to be fine. We're going to manifest that. But it's been a nightmare. It has been a nightmare. And we had the U-Haul for 3 days. We have been working 18 to 19 hours a day for the past 4 days straight. And today was the first day that I have finally been able to get to where I can actually work and had my office somewhat set up because it's nowhere near where it needs to be. But I'm at least functionable with cards available to where I can spend time with you guys. I miss you, collective, so much. I'm so sorry. So now that my life is back on track, hopefully things are going to get better and we can get back into, you know, doing my readings how I used to, because my life has been upside down for like the past 6 months. So I apologize. Thank you all for being patient and for staying with me. I'm so grateful for you guys. I love you so much. I've missed you so much. I'm sorry Evie's not down here right now. She just discovered how to learn how to run up and down the stairs for the first time ever, and she's 7.5. So she's upstairs. And she wants to spend time with Bennett because he's cute and he's 5 and they love each other. So anyway, back to the reading. So these people are having an energetic backfire right now. For some reason, Spirit wanted me to stop and explain all of that. For some reason, okay, maybe someone feels like they need to explain themselves. Maybe someone feels like they feel guilty that they've not been showing up or present. 8 minutes on the clock. That's the Strength card. So you've been strong, having to persevere through something. I know I sure have, because this has been a hard transition. Maybe you're going through a major transition in your life right now. All of that just came out for some reason, and I'm babbling. So, but I don't think I am. I feel like I am, because you all probably didn't want to hear all that, but I'm sure you're probably curious as to where the hell I've been. So I've been starting a new path. Okay. But these people, they're having an energetic backfire. Something serious and quick is getting ready to move. And that's right under this ultimate ruin here that this group has been doing against you. Okay. And it could have to do regarding an inheritance of divine, earthly, or both. Okay. So there's a swift change, and you're manifesting quickly right now, so be mindful, okay? Someone could be traveling by air, okay? Like getting a flight or something. You're busy, but this is a great thing. You're productive and making great strides. Strike while the iron is hot, removing distractions and devoting yourself entirely to an activity or opportunity will propel you even closer to your goal. Be mindful of where your energy needs to be placed and use it wisely here with this 8 of Wands. Okay, so be very mindful of what you're doing. You're manifesting rapidly. Be conscious of your thoughts, even into your subconscious with the moon here, because the subconscious from the moon just came to me. So it's like, be very careful on what you're thinking about right now. You are a powerful manifester. Work on pulling this in, getting into alignment. You're discovering what has been hidden. You're figuring it out. There's going to be victory here. You are the wounded warrior, And you're a healer here. You're healing from all of these wounds and all of these battles. There could be 9 to 10 people to 19 people to even plus 8. I mean, like, they're all, anyone who was involved in this behind the scenes with the moon, they're going down. And you definitely have a lover here that's involved. Gemini energy. Okay, and we've got the 3 of Wands. Your plans are in motion and more opportunities are headed your way to maximize your total potential. You have the chance to expand your horizons through travel, study, or business. Reach beyond your comfort zone. Doors will open if you stop limiting yourself, okay? So you could be having some kind of an activity that's going to bring expansion and opportunities. Something could be overseas, because with the 8 of Wands and the 3 of Wands, someone could be trying to fly overseas. They could be trying to get out of the country, okay, trying to move forward, okay. There could be somebody here in your family, a lover. Somebody could be trying to get out of the country, go overseas, because they're in ultimate ruin now. They were in a secret organization, a secret society. God is in charge of this, and God's getting ready to kick that ass. A lover here could be surveillancing you, and they could be trying to block your throat chakra. Well, this person's throat chakra is blocked, so they're a liar, okay? Their voice could be cracking, communication blockages, unable to express things correctly, messing with your throat chakra. Okay? We have a broken or stolen camera, wanting to catch you on camera, secretly recording you, or could be catching paranormal activity on camera even. So, but I feel like this lover here is in ultimate ruin because they got mixed up with these family members here, and they could have even been paid to surveillance you in some way, or to report. I'm hearing to report back to the family of what's going on. Yeah, they're trying to affect your intuition. You have a powerful intuition, whoever I'm tapped into here, okay? And this lover knows this. One of these exes here, they know this, and they could be watching you, okay? It could be online, it could be in person, it could be cameras, it could be a tracking device, it could be all of the above, it could be multiple things here. And this person here with the grapes and abundance, Virgo energy, they're overindulgent. They were tempted. There's a lot of wealth involved here and abundance, okay? Something juicy. Enjoying the fruits of your labor with something juicy that's tempting. There's plenty of it. Fertility. And money. A lot of money involved here. And this lands right under surveillance, how I just was told to lay it down. We've got an earth sign here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn could be doing this. Could be the lover. Could be a family member. Could be both. We have a male. Okay, so there's a male here that's definitely involved with all of this mess. In a wooded area, there's abuse and neglect going on that someone's trying to heal from. Some kind of abuse and neglect. This male could be doing things in a wooded area. They could be I feel like this is an earth sign male here is how this came out. And you're trying to heal from what they've done. There could have been an earth sign male in your family that was very abusive and neglectful towards you. There could be a male that's very good at navigating woods, like being in the woods, being, you know, able to camp, to survive in the wilderness, whatever. They could have a lot of knowledge in that area. Someone could have gotten hurt in a wooded area. There's a chain here on a couch. And then there's like a metal frame bed here where someone's healing. Someone could be hurt right now and trying to heal. I was drawn to the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. A family member could be trying to heal from something that's happened from this 8 of Wands backfire. They were being very deceptive. They could have been working with the cycles of the moon, trying to create new paths with different lovers coming in. The 3 of Wands is touching the lovers here, using your intuition, realizing this was an op that was surveillancing you, lying on you, slandering, gossiping. We've definitely got a very corrupt male here that's involved with this. That's an earth sign. Okay. Okay, so I grabbed my book real quick. I refer to this book sometimes. It's on my community board if y'all are interested in this book. So, the Nine of Wands. There's a lot of Wands energy. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 Wands signs that came out. So, heavy fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sag, and then Pisces and Virgo. Okay, for the Ten of Pentacles. But the Nine of Wands is Sagittarius. Someone's very defensive. Okay. That's like the overall word here for the Nine of Wands is defensive, okay? And then the Ten of Pentacles is house. That's Virgo. The Moon is mental. That's Pisces. So someone's very defensive over a house, a property, something that could have been inherited through an inheritance, through a lot of wealth, a very expensive home, a property, a house could be significant here. Someone is all messed up in their mind. They're trapped in their mental state, okay? The Six of Wands is being admired. So this person could have been very admired in the public, in the community. Some, people could really look up to this person. They don't want to ruin their image, is what I'm being told. Okay, so the Eight of Wands is progress. And that's also Sagittarius energy. The Six of Wands is Leo. I forgot to say that. And then the Three of Wands is Aries. And that's business. So the Three of Wands has to do with business. So there's a business deal with this lover that came in. Okay, and they thought that they were making progress in this business deal with a lover, an ex-lover here surveillancing you, but your intuition is onto them. It doesn't matter how they're moving, what they're doing, you're figuring it out. And they don't know how you're figuring this out. They could maybe even think that you are surveillancing them in some way, but you're not. It's your intuition. Like, your intuition is on point. The number 87 could be significant, okay? The number 8... 878 887 788. Okay, so defensive over a house. They're all mental. Someone could be having a mental break or like a psychotic break even, because they're freaking out over losing this wealth, this property, this inheritance. They're ruined. God is in charge. There's a massive backfire that's going on. Victory is going to happen, and you are admired, and they can't stand it because they've been trying to tarnish and ruin your reputation, and they can't stand it because you're admired. You could be in the public eye, or just a lot of people know you, and they see that you're a good person, okay? And they could be telling people that you're not, because they're just projecting their own energy onto you, which has absolutely nothing to do with you, collective. But they're trying to make progress and go forward, but they're having this backfire. They keep doing things. They could have tried so many different things, but the Nine of Wands here, there's 9 massive attacks that you've had to overcome that were so deceptive, and they were orchestrating this behind the scenes, is what I'm being told, okay? Okay, let's draw from this deck. I haven't used this one in a while. Spirit told me to grab this one. So this is the Oracle of Crime, if you're curious. Okay. Sorry, that was too loud. Okay. All right, Spirit, tell me about this Earth sign male here. The subterranean scheme. Criminal activities are conducted underground, avoiding public scrutiny. And there's money here. So, and they want a trophy. They want to be victorious. They want to be admired. They want to win. Someone's trying to do something, okay? This is sticking up. Unraveling the mirage. So your intuition is unraveling the mirage. They don't understand how you're doing this. They don't understand how this backfire is happening. A false perception is dismantled, revealing the true nature of a criminal operation. Something's coming out. Something is coming forward. God is in charge. The truth is being told regarding this Ten of Pentacles energy. And you've been having to defend yourself against these monsters that have been in your life. Your whole life. Okay? Like, I'm going to move this over here. Oh my goodness. So, these underground, behind the scene activities, they are admired in the public eye. They are trying to avoid public scrutiny. They're trying to, with this here, they could be consulting with an attorney, trying to be like, how can people not know that I've done this, is what I'm being told. Like, they don't want people to know what they've done. But that's too bad, because God is in charge here, and God is protecting you, and you're this wounded warrior here. That God used you as bait to take these motherfuckers down. And you know what they get to do, collective? Watch this shit. You know what they get to do? They get to fuck off. I have bronchitis. Okay. They get to fuck off. Alright. Now, tell me about the moon. Clarify the moon. What are they hiding? What are they doing? We got two. The enigmatic intruder. Wow. A mysterious individual infiltrates a group causing criminal disruption. So this person was very deceptive in how they were moving. And they could have paid one of your exes here, a lover, to come in and to come after you. And this person was so mysterious. And they could have infiltrated a group here with this secret society, this secret organization. Okay? And it's caused a criminal disruption. For victory, for the Six of Wands. But they were very deceptive with the moon here. The broken oath. Ooh, they had victory with a broken oath. An ex could be talking here. An ex could be an ultimate ruin because of this backfire, and they could be talking and singing like a bird. Okay, singing like a little canary. A betrayal of a solemn promise leads to a series of criminal acts driven by revenge. Look at all this money. Look at all this money here. So this person was paid. And they thought they were going to be able to pull this off. They thought that they were going to be able to be victorious in doing this against you. And they have been attacking you like crazy. Okay, over and over and over again. They thought it was going to be hidden. The false front here with this backfire. Oh, wow. A deceptive appearance is created to cover up criminal activities. And so this is backfiring. This is completely backfiring on them in a way that they can't handle. They don't know what to do now. They don't want the public to see what's going on. They don't want to be in this ultimate ruin because they were obsessed with coming after you. They kept creating a new path, a new path, a new path. Well, this didn't work, so let's try this shit. Okay? Clarify this Three of Wands. The shrouded motive. With their new paths that they were creating, an unclear reason behind criminal actions complicates understanding and addressing the crime. So they did not want their motives to be known. They do not want to be seen as moving this way, okay? The invisible enforcer is on the bottom. A mysterious figure enforces criminal agreements and demands operating unseen. And this person's working in the shadows in the moon. And they thought, no, this is going to work. Yeah, okay, well, if that didn't work, okay, then try this. We want the collective to be in ultimate ruin. Well, that's not what's happening here. God's in charge. The subtle crime just popped off the back. A seemingly minor offense leads to significant criminal activities through careful planning. This person was carefully plotting and planning behind the scenes, trying to remain unseen. They did not want their motives to be known. The invisible enforcer in the shadows of vengeance. Okay, somebody is chained up here. Abuse and neglect. They could be wanting to, a male here could be trying to plan some kind of kidnapping. A personal vendetta drives a series of calculated criminal acts. And it's a calculated risk. A carefully planned criminal act involves high risk but promises significant rewards because there's a lot of money involved with all of this abundance, with this surveillance energy that's going on here, with this freaking lover, okay? Who for some of you could definitely be an earth sign, okay? Or a family member here. The heavy fire, Taurus, heavy fire and earth, and then Pisces. Okay, well, the unseen threat. A hidden danger poses a risk, leading to criminal actions and consequences. You were this unseen threat, collective. You were the unseen threat. They didn't see this coming. The echoing lie. A false story spreads, influencing perceptions and obstructing the quest for justice. There could be corrupt law enforcement that's getting paid as well to keep this under wraps, or corrupt officials in the courts in some way. Okay. It's told to stop there. Okay. So on the bottom of the deck was the furtive planner. A criminal mastermind designs and executes their plan with a high level of sophistication. And this is a feminine who is locked up in these shackles and chains here that keep showing up, okay? A blonde female could be significant, okay? Let's draw from this deck. Wow, a ship. As I'm shuffling, a ship on the bottom of the deck. Someone could be trying to go overseas. We've got a spiritual seeker. Okay, so you're coming out as a spiritual seeker. A devotee of the inner path. You meditate. You have very powerful intuition and insight. You practice. You're this victim here. You're the victim of this secret organization. Okay. They targeted you. They preyed on you. They made you vulnerable so that you could suffer and attack you, sending in lovers. Someone could be young. This could have been a younger lover that you had. Okay. A lot happened since you were young. We've got the plague doctor here with planning a death. This person was wearing a mask. Something could be going on with a bartender. Someone could be a bartender or a doctor. Okay. Someone could have a drinking problem. Someone could like to gamble. Okay. Someone could need to go to the doctor for the healer of with ailments here, with healing from the abuse and the neglect. Someone in your family could have been a doctor and they could have hurt you. You could need some kind of treatment or a diagnosis, some kind of a surgery. The invisible person. This person wanted to be undetected. They could have been very prominent in the community. With the Ten of Pentacles, that's a wealthy family. That's a lot of money, okay? They wanted to be unseen and hidden, unnoticed. They're like this silent person operating behind the scenes to where people wouldn't be on to them, because they wanted to create a slave to oppress you, to put chains on you. Chains are extremely significant. You're bound. It's like a binding. You struggle to liberate yourself from these chains, okay? Wow, on the split, we have a cultist. Oh my God, I can't make this up. Okay, someone's losing their mind. With the moon, with the mental energy, this person's, that could be part of this person's backfire with the Eight of Wands. They went to the extreme, and now they're losing their mind because they're a fucking fanatic, okay? Because they're obsessed with you. They're obsessed with throwing this energetic crap towards you, and now it's all coming back on them. And you're resilient. God's in charge of you. God's protecting you. Okay? And now they are no longer covered by your protection. Okay? And they're like, how is the collective healing from this? They're ruined. An ally in the parking lot's popping up like this. So someone could meet someone that they thought was an ally. Okay, with this false front. Okay, with the Eight of Wands and ruin coming in and someone infiltrating this group, there could be an undercover here. Okay, that created a mirage to infiltrate into this group. A deceptive appearance is created to cover up criminal activities. Okay. They could have let these people do these criminal activities to catch them and what the hell they're doing. The echoing lie. A false story spreads, influencing perceptions and obstructing the quest for justice. There could be an undercover officer here that's actually an ally, okay, that's going to bring these people down. And they didn't see this coming. This cultist did not. They thought that this person was their ally. They've switched teams. They could have met this person. They could have had a lot of interactions in parking lots. They could be surveillancing from a parking lot. They could have gotten paid to watch you from a parking lot. We have financial center, and it just came out in reverse. So they're not getting paid anymore. A library. I'm just kind of seeing this could even be like a corrupt attorney, okay, they're not getting paid anymore. A reader being coached on how to deal with a reader, okay. Your intuition, some of you could be readers out here, okay. A seeker of knowledge, this person could be studying things with esoteric knowledge, try to figure out what this cult is doing. A knowledge pursuer, an explorer of information. This person could be reading up on how to take these people down. With a library, someone could really like to read. Okay, there could be a lot of books. Someone's being coached on what to do here. They were trained on how to come after you. They could have been having to read up to be able to handle being in your energy, to fool you with esoteric knowledge. Okay. They developed a plan. They were encouraged and they had support. Okay, they were trained on what to do something. Someone could literally be a coach that works in a school. Okay. And you're this hermit. You're just in hermit mode. They're like, how are we going to access them? They won't let anybody in, you know. Escaping from the world. You're in hermit mode. You don't trust these people. Okay. We have a grave robber going on an adventure to excavate a grave to pull up a zombie. Jeez. Wow. Okay. Some undead thing that they have like resurrected. Someone could have some kind of an infection. Okay. An ex here could, family members could have an infection. It's going to land them in the hospital. We have a doctor in the hospital. Someone could have had to go to the doctor. This tyrant here. We have a father who's a tyrant in your life. Could be this male here who's an earth sign that's laid up in the hospital trying to heal. They abused and neglected you. Something could have happened to them in a wooded area. They need medical care and treatment. They were trying to oppress you, but you're like this samurai. You're this badass warrior here. You have honor. You're a warrior. You're loyal. You could be an influencer. I'm serious. Some of you could be like in the public eye. You could be a content creator. You could have an online influence as your work. Wow, as your workspace. Okay, for some of you. That's not going to be for everyone. And then heartbreak place, because this person would transform and turn into this evil werewolf. It broke your heart. Okay. A farmer went to the post office because of this grave digger could be sending something in the mail regarding this, where was it? Someone could pass away. Someone could die. Someone could be doing graveyard magic. Where was that? Didn't know. What is it? The zombie with a grave robber and a grave digger. Something's coming in the mail. They could have gotten stuff to do spell work in the mail regarding this energy here. A farmer. Someone could have a farm. Someone could have a lot of land, and that could be where this house is. Someone could have a big house on a lot of land that was stolen from them in an inheritance theft here. This is a freaking vampire. This person's cursed. They're bloodthirsty. They could be doing blood magic. Okay? And trying to be, oh no, I love and support you. Somebody's got a forest cabin in a wooded area. They could have a friend that has a cabin in the woods with this wooded area over here. And they could be trying, this male here could be trying to get to this wooded area to hide out. They could have people tied up in a wooded area with chains. This male here. A male could even be trying to heal from something that someone's done, because they could have tried to get away from this cult and they could have been attacked or could be hiding out because they're scared. Something happening in the bathroom. And someone could start a fire in a bathroom. In a forest cabin here even. Okay. Well, we've got vampires for sure. Somebody's drinking a lot. They're an athlete. They're in good shape. This person's in good shape. They can navigate a wooded area well. There could be some kind of a laboratory, some kind of experimentation going on. Okay, someone could have put something in someone's drink to alter their state to do something here. Okay, they could have, like, someone could go to the bathroom. Well, the fool just popped up off of this athlete here. They were ignorant. They were impulsive. They made a rash decision. Could have put something in someone's drink. Wow. This drunkard here, they had something hidden in the kitchen to get someone drunk and passed out, to where this mother here could have paid someone to do this, could have paid an ex to do this, because it was like what they were trying to create for their temple path, for their spiritual practice. Okay, something significant about the mountain in the woods. We have an aristocrat, someone that's like an elite here. This is someone who is very wealthy. They're privileged, blue blood, nobility, manipulating the situation. Okay. Orchestrating this whole thing. They're pulling the strings. Huh. Okay, I thought I heard. Oh. Okay, hey guys. Okay, so here's Evie Pooh. Say hi, Collective. What's going on? I missed you. Mike's here. He's hanging out. Okay, we got Bennett to bed. Everything's good. All right. So, I was just drawn to my Kipper deck, and I had his Intuitive Kev's tarot deck right beside it. So whenever I was pulling this deck up, I've got this little thing over here. I showed you guys this. Let me show you. So it's sitting on this little thing, and there's like a slot here, and these two went straight down in it. Okay, so I grabbed them before it went all the way through. I just want y'all to see what just happened here, because this is extremely significant. Everything that happens in a reading has significance here. So the Hanged Man in Secrets just came out. I'm telling you, with the Six of Wands, somebody is an influencer online. Okay, could be manipulating people to try to come against you and to do things to tarnish you online in some way. If you're a content creator, because the influencer card came out, where is it? There it is. Workspace and influencer. Trying to sacrifice a content creator, someone that's online, something that you do. You've got some kind of, like, you're well known, okay, with something that you do. You may not have anything going on online. You just may be very well known in the community, okay? And a lot of people know you. But whatever's going on, trying to sacrifice you, gossiping, slandering, doing all of these things to try to come against you, to tarnish your reputation, okay? Manipulating people into this energy. Yeah, to block your pathway. They don't want you to be on your pathway. Sending out messages online on social media. Okay? They're trying to sacrifice you on your pathway. So in the distant future, someone's going to be mentally and emotionally unstable. Wow! 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 Because of this manipulation, because of what they were orchestrating behind the scenes. This tyrant, this father figure in your life is trying to block your pathway, keeping you mentally and emotionally unstable. They wanted you gone. They did not want you on this earth. They were trying to sacrifice you in every way, and they were expecting you to die. With this manipulation, they were expecting death. They were expecting you in the ground with this tombstone here, with this graveyard dirt that came out, with this magic they were doing. They were expecting this manipulation to work. And the Magician card in tarot, reversed, means manipulation. They trusted that this was going to work, that they were going to block your chakras, they were going to block your pathway and your alignment, and trap and bind you in like a prison. Somebody's getting ready to go to prison, because I feel like we have an undercover here that infiltrated into this secret organization here. Because, oh, they're coming after an earth angel high priestess here. That's why your intuition is freaking them out. Is because you are an earth angel high priestess with powerful intuition. Oh my God, I can't make this up. This ex here, this lover or a lover that they've hired to come in after you, your intuition freaks them out. They're your ops. Wow. And they have animosity towards you. Oh, they're pissed. This lands right under this earth sign with throat chakra blockages, trying to block your throat chakra. Oh, they come in as this nice guy, this male here that's full of abuse and neglect. And you're just moving on. You're healing from this. You're moving on so that you can heal. Something is seriously going on with a dark high priest in a wooded area. Okay, I'm going to show you this, how I've laid this down. Here's the obsession card again. Obsession came out. Where was it? Where was obsession? Hold on. It's on the back of the ruin card. Obsession was one of the first 3 cards that came out. And they are obsessed with the 3 of Wands, of destroying any pathway that you could have forward. And then the pathway came out. They're trying to sacrifice you on every path that you go. Every path that you create for yourself, they want you mentally and emotionally unstable. With the moon representing the mental state, affecting your mentality, affecting your mental state. They wanted you to be in ultimate ruin. They were obsessed with entity attachments. Literally. Baby, look.
Wow.
Oh, wow. He just said, oh, wow. Okay, this is intense. Coming after an earth angel here. Yeah, you fucking with the wrong one. You know why? You know why they're fucking with the wrong one, collective? Because you're a sweetheart and God is in charge and they are no longer covered by your protections. These motherfuckers are going down for what in the hell they have done to you. With this 9 of Wands and 10 of Pentacles energy, God is like, okay, you've had enough. It's time for something to move. It's time for something to change. You are in alignment with this earth angel. In alignment. Your intuition is so on point. You are scary accurate. It's scary accurate. Okay? I heard you don't miss a beat. That's what I just heard. Trying to imprison this earth angel in mental and emotional instability. And you are a sweetheart. Wow! Trying to destroy you with destruction here. Trying to create destruction in anything that you manifest as this earth angel. They want permanent endings in your life. They don't want you to have access to anything. And that lands right on the chakras and earth angel card with blocked, no access. They have no access to you. God is in charge. You are heavily protected. Since you were a child, the child card just came out. And any children in your energy are definitely protected. Bondage with Jezebel here. Trying to do binding spells, binding magic with these chains. Keeping you chained to them. Sending in lovers as freaking hitmen that are in Jezebel energy. We got a legal situation going on. I told you we got an attorney in this energy. Someone in the legal field could be trying to come towards you and say hello. Okay? You could be receiving communication. These people are doing lust magic, sex magic. They're jealous and envious, and they're lying on you. False statements, false documents, false information, and some kind of false agreement with this shrouded motive and the false front. A false agreement here. Wow, this is where the 8 of Wands came in with a backfire. With the emotional pain, lying. And this emotional pain and mental pain, you have been tormented all your life since a child by these motherfuckers. For the 10 of Pentacles, this is family. And then hiring hitmen lovers to come in after you. The false front with this false information. There could have been a forgery committed here. A deceptive appearance is created to cover up criminal activities. And now that they've done this, it's backfired on them. And they're in ultimate ruin because of this. They're in ultimate fucking ruin. And you can see straight through their lies. They can't stand it because you're single, you're sexy, you're successful. And they're awakening to the fact that you could even have new love coming in. I know I sure do. And this is definitely pertinent to my energy. Flying monkeys coming after you, trying to attack you in every way with these lies, with this false narrative on the split. Wow. Well, they achieved this for a while. These false narratives were an achievement with the 6 of Wands, and they were admired. They had people totally believing their lies, okay? But you're protected, and you're going to have an achievement in the courthouse. And they were lying about what's going on in this court situation here. So they're sending you the evil eye because you're in rising star energy and you're held in high honor. And you're single, sexy, successful, and you're having achievements. They sent in a third-party energy. Created third-party situations to abuse you. And they're doing death magic. I can't make this up. It's what's came out. in the reading. And the veil is being lifted that you're a starseed earth angel. And now someone has a health concern. This is the person that's in the hospital here. Someone needed a doctor. Someone could be a doctor. And you're a boss. Your faith is so strong and powerful, and you are in this very powerful ascending energy. You just keep ascending out of this. Divine feminine, divine masculine. They had you in poverty needing help. You walked away. You abandoned these people from your life. You're like, I'm done. Your ancestors are your soulmates here that are telling you to abandon them and walk away and never look back. A whole community of people in your life had to change. You had to walk away from them so that you could use your gifts, because your family was trying to destroy them. You're very gifted since a child. You could be into divination. Some of you could be readers. You use your gifts to help people. And your family. There's a mature man in your family here that's a male that was very abusive. They neglected you. They were obsessed with you, and they had an entity attached to them. They were surprised because they received unexpected money, which was a lot of abundance with this 10 of Pentacles here. Okay. And then they paid, wow, a relationship with actual money. They're paying people, they're paying lovers to come in to your life, surveillance you, and to block your throat chakra. They don't want you speaking the truth about them. They don't want this getting out. And you just keep healing from karmic after karmic after karmic that become enamored with you because they're doing voodoo. They're obsessed with you. Okay? They're obsessed. Wow, what just happened? Confusion and illusion around real love. Wow. Making you think that they really love you, and you're so confused. It's nothing but an illusion. Acting like they're in divine masculine, divine feminine energy towards you, and they're karmic. They're a fucking ice king. Wow. Well, now they're concerned. Now they're concerned because you're fucking onto their ass. A mature woman who's a rich girl, they could have paid someone to do love spells here. And this is a karmic femme out here doing rituals on a divine being that loves themselves. Okay? Wow. And now they're having thoughts about you that are loving thoughts because they're obsessed with you. They're fucking in love with you. And on the split, it was a twin. It was a fallen twin here. Yeah, they're trying to affect your pathway of coming into your north node. This earth sign male over here could be very wealthy. This represents the King of Pentacles here. Okay. Well, yeah, you're resilient. You're unbothered. And they can't stand it. Something's definitely going on with a house because the 10 of Pentacles represents a house. There's a property involved here. Wow! On the split, there's a thief and house. There's a thief in the house. They stole the house. Wow. That's crazy how that just came out. Okay, sorry, collective. I got distracted talking to Mike about that. About this. And my father is a Virgo. So this reading definitely resonates with my energy. So you all just take this how it resonates. Okay? Clarify this thief in house, spirit. Tell me about this thief in house. The Four of Cups, they're disappointed. They worked long and hard for this, for the Knight of Pentacles. It's been going on a really long time. And then boom, they're disappointed because the Tower hit. An Emperor, who's a father figure here. A father figure. The Five of Pentacles was sticking up off the top, leaving you in poverty, leaving you out in the cold. Now they're disappointed. Why are they disappointed? This King of Pentacles, I told you this was the King of Pentacles. This is the King of Pentacles energy here. With the Magician, yeah, they're greedy as fuck with the Four of Pentacles. They're holding on for dear life, doing magic, because they don't want you to have this. And they slept good at night knowing that they were doing this with the Four of Swords. With Three of Cups, there was a whole collaboration of people coming after you, trying to create death in your life. They wanted you dead because of your intuition. We've got a King of Wands here. That's all up in the clouds. This King of Wands could be very distracted, all up in their mind with the mental state. They got paid to do a job here. A lover. To put you in the Ten of Swords. Well, there's definitely legal issues regarding the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Wow. So a lover here that was coming in very sexual energy towards you. A loving relationship. An ex here. They're going to end up in the courts. Wow. Because they're obsessed. And with the Eight of Swords, they're obsessed with you. They can't get you off their mind. With the Devil, obsession twice. The Devil represents obsession as well. Obsessed, and the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords with legal issues also means jail. Somebody is getting ready to go to jail for what they've done, and they're trapped in their mind because they're in this very toxic, obsessed energy. And here you are in this white magic energy, and they are trying to act like they're operating in your light, and you're in the light. They're trying to take your energy. This false person, they try to act like they're this sweet angel, and they're a fucking devil because they want to be admired in the community. You walked away from these people, single, sexy, successful, Nine of Pentacles, to take care of yourself. Yeah, you balanced out your life and you created new beginnings in your life. Ten of Cups with Two of Cups. Whoever this person was this family member was in a relationship with, parents, aunt, uncle, whatever this was. It was couples that were coming against you. Black magic just opened up. Your family here doing black magic over you, death spells to take you out. There's that Three of Wands because they're coming after this High Priestess. They don't want you to be able to have anything on your path. Creating all these karmic connections are exposed, and you got away from them because that's divine justice coming in, and these people are hating on you. And here's the Page of Swords. They're spying on you with this surveillance juju. They're definitely spying. They're stalking. Okay. Passion. Someone that was a lover. Literally. A passionate lover. Someone that you were sexual with. With the King of Cups. There's a father figure. There could have even been molestation that's going on here. The King of Cups is a husband, a father. Okay. That was an energy vampire. That vampire's come out again. With the Page of Cups, the vampire was siphoning you since a child. Oh my God, this is definitely a pedo here. Look at this. King of Cups, a Page of Cups. That's a child. That's a father and a child here. Being passionate to siphon energy with a vampire here. Oh my God. Oh dear God. Yeah, well, they're under judgment. Judgment. Because they're coming after an earth angel here. This earth angel is going to expose every bit of it. And you're the Queen of Swords. And this hermit's investigating. This hermit is truthful. There's an investigator here. The hermit's an investigator in this energy. And they are truthful. Oh yeah, they're full of grief now. They fucked up. The Three of Swords trying to cause a death here. They did not know how strong you were. They did not know that you were this strong. Oops. Yeah, you're the Queen of Cups. You're so sweet. You're so emotionally balanced and beautiful. You're so sweet. You're a sweetheart. This Queen of Cups here is this sweetheart that's coming out. They left you mentally and emotionally unstable. With the Nine of Swords and the Moon. Oh my God, that's so much mental trauma. That's so much that's going on. They can't stand it because you speak your truth. The Queen of Swords is this Nine of Wands energy. She's been through hell and back, masculine or feminine. There's no gender in tarot. You've been through hell and back. You don't take shit off of other people. Your sword of truth is a double-edged sword, and you will cut someone down with your words. Your mental is on point. You're clear in your mind. Sorry. They can't block your truth from coming out. Oh, my throat chakra's being attacked. Yeah, they want to block your throat chakra. Hold on. Okay, guys. Wow, that was wild. I'm sorry. I had to take a break for a minute. I couldn't breathe. Like, all of a sudden, like, I almost had a panic attack. And that's definitely not my energy, because I'm fine. This energy is so heavy. They're attacking the heart chakra. They're attacking the lungs. And I'm definitely dealing with bronchitis, and my lungs have been attacked really bad while Mike and I have been going through this move. And now that I'm back to work today for the first time in 4 days, and like I'm back working with you guys, wow, okay. As I was sitting here looking at this, the Four of Swords, the Three of Cups, Death, and Intuitive Kev, the Four of Swords and Death together can be a literal death, because the Four of Swords can be a tombstone, okay. And there's a whole collaboration of people that were coming after you to create a death because of how powerful your intuition is. This Emperor energy here, that's in this King of Pentacles, very wealthy Emperor here. That's a fucking tyrant Emperor reverse. Doing all this magic with this cultist shit, okay? Manipulating and orchestrating the things. Okay, I had Mike go find my Palo Santo. Well, hold on, Collective. 1:01 on the clock. Okay, Collective, so Mike just found some sage. Okay, so he's going to cleanse us, because you all are going to end up picking up on this energy too, and I want to protect you guys as well. So this is my divine masculine, you all. He holds the space of love. He helps protect me. And that energy was very intense, what just came through. Like, I was smothering one night, honey. I couldn't breathe.
Yeah, you were choking pretty bad.
Yeah, it was scary. Well, he had to bring me my inhaler, and I just hit it 4 times, and I'm calm now. My hands are probably going to be like this in a minute, but I'm just saying. I hate to interrupt the reading, but...
for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I couldn't breathe. Like, it was really bad. It was a good 5 minutes. So we're going to cleanse this energy out, because I don't want you all to... I'm going to transmute this for us, Collective. Okay.
It's getting there.
Okay. Blow on it just a little bit, baby. Give it some air. That's probably good enough right there. Thank you, baby. Oh, goodness.
Careful.
Alright. Alright. Let's cleanse this out. Oh, my goodness. I know Evie said, give me some, Mommy. She loves to be cleansed. Alright, Collective. We're just gonna cleanse this out, okay? Alright, baby. Let me cleanse you, because you just came in on this. Alright, I'm going to cleanse these cards. This is some really... Well, there's a lot of death magic involved with this. And they're so mad because they want you dead. They do not want you alive right now. Okay? And they've been trying since you were a child to take you out. And we're resilient. That's why we're in the Nine of Wands energy, because this has been going on all of our lives. We're warriors by now. And all of these trials and all of these tribulations, all of these things that are going on are because they're meant to help teach us and guide us so that we can, wow, be unbothered and come into our North Node, okay? And walk into our divine energy. And there's so many rituals that have been coming against you your whole entire life, keeping you in the Nine of Swords with the moon. I mean, just totally mentally traumatized. Okay. Rage. The demons are coming at you with rage towards you. It's my Angels and Demons deck. With mental force. Coming after your mental state. Wanting you mentally and emotionally unstable, to where you were so unbalanced, to where there was like no way in the world, to where they wanted you to sacrifice your own pathway by keeping you in that state. That's what they were expecting to happen with this manipulation that they were doing, with all of this magic to create destruction in your life so that they could transition you out of here. They wanted you off this earthly plane. They wanted you dead. Look.
Oh, wow.
Mike just said, oh, wow. But you know what? Wow. Protection from criminal enterprises. Oh, my God, collective. I can't make this up. Jealousy. Their jealousy is consuming them with rage. And you're going to have victory. You're victorious. Slavery and bondage, which is all that's come out in this entire reading, is slavery and bondage. Propagation of light. You are the embodiment of this beautiful light energy, this divine being, and that's your motivation with the angels here. That's your motivating force. Extreme opposites or opposing factions. Yeah, you're the extreme opposite of these people. It's just ridiculous. Whoa, what's this? Voyages and travel by sea. I'm telling you, somebody's trying to get out of the country. Someone's overseas. Okay, the ship came out, and overseas with the Three of Wands came out. Fame and renown. Someone is a content creator. Someone is in the public eye. Someone is very well known. Affinity and friendship. Okay, trying to make connections with someone that's famous, possibly even. Unnatural passions. Wow. Yeah, unnatural passions, all right. Look, unnatural passions with this father figure here. This King of Cups that has passion for a Page of Cups child. The Page of Cups is a child. It's what it represents in tarot, is a child. A father figure, passionate for a child. To siphon their energy as an energetic vampire. The vampire. God, since you were a child. It was your op. As a child. That they achieved doing this and wanted to keep it hidden. They don't want it to be known that they're a freaking pedo. And you're protected. You're so protected because God is in charge. And they are no longer covered by your protection. They were counting on your protection. Well, they're ruined now because this shit's backfiring. It's backfiring. Their obsession is out of control. They're fucking possessed. They're ruined. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, we have clemency. Okay, and I had Mike look this up because I didn't know what that meant. And then we have lust and weak wills. So the angels are bringing in clemency and the demons are representing lust and weak wills. Okay, and then with clemency, I'm going to tell you what this means in a minute. We have restitution. This is extremely significant. And then with the lust and weak wills, we have fines and unfair cause. So it looks like some kind of predator's getting ready to go to jail for what the fuck they've done. Because the demons, you've got protection from criminals. Okay? Even the demons are protecting you from these criminals now. Because you've done your inner and your outer work with the angels here. Someone was making mistakes with this demonic energy, with the devil energy here. And you, doing your inner and your outer work, you have had a powerful transformation with the angels here coming in. Okay? Wow. You have a desire for knowledge with the angels. And the demons are bringing in prejudice. So they have a prejudice towards you. Okay? Catastrophe and haste with the demons. And the angels are bringing in longevity. Because you are in the Nine of Wands. This has been going on since you were a child. War and strife your whole fucking life with these demons. This demonic force that you've been fighting with this secret society, this secret organization. And you're obedient to spirit. And your obedience has and your inner and your outer work has created a powerful transformation. Wow. And you stand in the Queen of Swords energy with the truth and justice with the angels here. And these liars are bringing false testimony with these demonic forces that are coming against you. We have atheism and the rejection of spirit with the demonic energy. And it's a revelation that's unfolding. You're a force to be reckoned with, collective. Whoever's trying to get out of the country, it's going to be an unhappy voyage. It's going to be an unhappy voyage. And your life has been a hard fucking unhappy voyage and hard path. What's a fountain of wisdom? Your whole unhappy voyage of life has done nothing but create an unbelievable amount of wisdom inside of you. Okay? Atonement of errors with the angels. You take accountability for your actions. You don't act like you don't do something. You take accountability for it. And we have pride. Pride and ego. The fall is going on. The demons are bringing in forgetfulness and release of unpleasant thoughts of this war and violence, this war that's been going on, all these unpleasant thoughts. Fruition and the realization of your dreams, because they've been trying to block your pathway for so long. But you've got success here with the angels. They're going to make sure that you're victorious with the Six of Wands. You're in contemplation on a new beginning that's coming in your life. And you are full of spiritual wisdom. They've been doing black magic on you. Right here it is with the demons. Black magic with demons. And they're angry. Because they have impossible plans to create these spiritual troubles in your life. Wow. From this ego and hatred. You have perception and revelation going on. Revelation again. Wow. They criticized you. All they did was criticize you all your life. And God is restoring your life. Restoration of life. You're full of love and wisdom. And they operate with immorality. My phone's dying. What? Alright, collective, I'm so sorry. My phone is on 4%. I think I've got to get a new battery. It's dying. I hope that you all can hear me right now because my microphone is not plugged in and I do apologize. But, wow. Energy, vampire, and surveillance. Right whenever I split this. What the fuck, spirit? Okay, I can't make this up. Law enforcement is surveillancing someone that is an energy vampire in your life, and their solar plexus is blocked, and they want your power. Poor self-image, extra critical, worthlessness, egotistical, passive, greedy, and poor digestion. Someone's having problems in their digestive tract. And they're starting to turn on each other, okay? A distant relative is involved, and the courts are definitely involved in this. A friend and a distant relative are involved in this. Because of jealousy, they're sending the evil eye here. That came out earlier in the cards, too. Somebody's getting arrested, and it's going to be a good outcome. A lot of money is involved. That's what I've been saying the whole time. We've got Jupiter with Sagittarius energy. Could be dealing with the Sagittarius in your life. The 9th house. It has to do with expansion. It's all about your intuition here. With your intuition. A lover that's been sent in as a hint man here. To make you think that you can trust them. Just to imprison you. It's nothing but manipulation. And they're expecting this destruction to work, to block your pathway, to sacrifice you on your pathway. And in the distant future, sweetheart, you have been totally engrossed in mental and emotional unstable energy throughout your life. You're transitioning out of this. They've been trying to create this death magic from you, messaging each other on social media, trying to destroy anything that you have on social media. They want to ruin it. The secret society, they're obsessed with coming after you. They think you're stupid, Rob. You know exactly what the fuck's going on. And their crown chakra is also blocked. They can't get downloads, and you do, and they're extremely jealous. They're detached from source. They have strict religious views, so someone could be very religious as like a cover, okay? Closed-minded. They're depressed. They're confused. The 9th house with expansion. It involves your intuition, good fortune, which is supposed to be coming to you, distant interests, deeper meanings, higher education, long-distance travel, which is this overseas energy, and higher abstract thinking. Someone's trying to go on the run. They don't want to be caught. They're sending you the evil eye. The dark reptilian race is finally getting caught. Your ancestors are protecting you, and they're lying to the courts. Wow. They want your divinity, and they lie constantly. It's a covert operation, and they're definitely doing voodoo. They are obsessed with you. They're hiding the fact that they're obsessed with you. They're hiding something in a meeting, trying to cause conflict. Whoa. Creating a victim or victims, and you're definitely a victim. There's constant fighting and arguing, trying to destroy your business if you've got something online. Huge blessings are on the way because you're steadfast and you're loyal. Yeah, you've been at war with these people, with this coven, with this cult. This teacher was teaching them how to affect your stability and security to create this war. All you want is peace. You know that you can't trust them. There is an unexpected event that's getting ready to unfold. Someone had head trauma, a brain bleed, a stroke, or a clot. We've definitely got corrupt officials going on, and something's getting ready to unfold like the Final Destination movies. Okay? Divine feminine, divine masculine. You're giving these people the silent treatment. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Yeah, you're the wounded healer here. There's the 9 of Wands. You know that these people have bad intentions towards you. That's why they've got that's why they've got the silent treatment, because you're this enlightened being. Divine feminine, divine masculine. Arkansas could be significant. We've got law enforcement. Arizona could be significant. There could be a tow truck or a towing company that law enforcement gets involved. Someone could be going through a nasty breakup or a divorce. Spirit is showing you who needs to be eliminated from your life and who is on demon time. They're going to regret what they did to you. Whoops. The spell work over your life and your relationships are backfiring. You're a powerful alchemist, and it's up to you to transform your life. Creating amazing things for yourself. That's your job. And you deserve to be loved. And they've had plenty of time to make it right. We've got a mother again in the energy. Oklahoma could be significant. This mother here could be creating harmful intent towards you. Father figure. They went to the extreme. Trying to get you arrested. There could be a warrant for someone's arrest. Trying to get someone arrested here. These people need an exorcism. And they're going to need legal representation in a court case. Yeah. Some of you could definitely be in the spotlight. You could be in the public eye with fame and recognition. Here it is again. They can't manipulate you anymore. Okay. Yeah. Wow. We have intelligent and hysteria. Because you are so intelligent, they're hysterical over your intelligence. Someone's going insane. We have insanity. They can't handle how intellectual and intelligent you are. And they're hysterical over this. Tampering with evidence. A knife or a blade could be significant. The DMV could be significant. We have a pharmacist that could be involved. They can't manipulate you anymore. They're feeling very embarrassed. Calling the cops to have someone arrested, and there's definitely an offshore account. They're delusional. with mental health issues, and that could be even what a pharmacist could be involved with. Like, I'm just seeing like a pharmacist creating some kind of false information saying that you're crazy and filling some kind of prescription. This person's a hater. They're getting 15 years. Shit. Making excuses because they don't want to go to prison over this offshore account of calling the cops to have someone arrested. I keep dropping the cards. Okay, wow. 15 years with a deviant that just fell off this. Oh, wow. Somebody needs bond money. They're going broke. They can no longer hide their intentions. They're spreading rumors about you, getting haters because you're a star seed. Someone could do this kind of work right here. Could work in a STRIP club. Someone could be an escort. They're trying to make you weak. Okay. I just dropped this whole deck. Okay, as I'm picking this up. A step grandmother could be involved. Mississippi could be significant. Someone's going to come in with a confession. They committed fraud in your name. Someone's going to confess. You're going to be finding out. Someone's going to confess. And they're going to be, that they were receiving money. You're going to be finding out that they were receiving money, committing fraud in your name, and they're going to be prosecuted. You didn't fight back how they want you to because you don't need to. Your spirit guides are taking care of this. The feds are involved. We've got the feds. We've got the Chinese zodiac sign of the snake and chosen ones. So these could be the year of your birth or a year that something significant occurred. And we just got out of the year of the snake. Okay. Someone could end up in an ambulance. Someone's turned rogue. They could end up in an ambulance. It's a major blow up could happen and someone could end up in an ambulance because of lies and betrayal. Oh God, we've got snuff films and PORN that's involved with this pedo here. We have a psychiatrist, a pharmacist, gossiping about your powerful life path and destiny, so they're trying to destroy it. Mad their mask is falling off and that they've been exposed. And you're innocent. They're raged out because you're so innocent. They had no clue who they were coming up against and how strong you are. And they're raged out over this. And rage came out earlier with hostile and dangerous. It came out on the demons card. Someone got paid to hurt you and they will snitch. So this could be the confession. They're going to be snitching for less jail or prison time because they don't want this being looked into. They're full of jealousy and envy and the karmics want to destroy you. We have a Scorpio. Wow. We have a Scorpio, Sagittarius, cusp, or a Scorpio and a Sagittarius could be significant. They came into an agreement to create an M plot, S plot here. It's premeditated, M premeditated, to where it looks like an unaliving and they act like they care, but they do not. They're going to withdraw. They're a pathological liar, and they're a narcissist. They're playing dumb. They're going to create a crime of passion. This person's a hitman. Oh, my God. They're going to need bond money. There's documents involved. They're jealous of your spiritual gifts. And they're doing magic over your health and your well-being. Wow, the magician in the woods. Here it is. It came out again. The magician in the woods. Here's the wooded area. A male. The King of Wands that came out. Texas could be significant. There's a lawsuit going on. Someone could have herpes or could contract it. Someone's triggered. Someone could OD. Archangel Michael is protecting you. There's something going on with someone's phone calls. There's a scandal that's being exposed. There's phone records, phone calls, the scandal's being exposed. And they're furious. You're very protected. Someone's doing sex magic. And there's the kidnapping energy that came out earlier. Someone's going to be put in the hospital or they're already in the hospital. They could be planning a kidnapping from the hospital. Because someone is obsessed with you. There it is again. They want to destroy what you have online. Trying to block your blessings from God's source energy. They don't want you to be online. They're raged out with anger, I'm telling you. They want to cause you harm and injury because you're exposing them. You're at war with a coven or a cult, and this is spiritual warfare, and that's the cultist that came out. We have a psychologist. Upset people are seeing who they really are. Someone could be doing something on the dark web, scamming people to support their addictions. They're slandering you. It's been hard work slandering you with this corrupt energy that's going on because they're fucking evil. Pulling on your heartstrings to manipulate you with this emotional manipulation, keeping you mentally and emotionally unstable to where you're always defensive in the Nine of Wands because you have a broken heart all the time. A rope could be significant. They thought that you were an easy target. They wanted you brokenhearted and crying all the time. You could do something on YouTube. Someone is an sex addict. They mocked you. Someone could be getting evicted. Someone that mocks you thinks that you're very insignificant and they're trying to destroy everything that's going on. A child could be in a state of danger. They're watching you online, but a child is being protected. If this child's in a state of danger, this child is being protected by your protection. They cannot access you or your energy. You have a separation from these people. You're doing magic over your health and your well-being. Wow, someone's a content creator. Someone's a nurse. Someone could be on Instagram, YouTube, whatever social media platform it is. Something's going on in the clerk's office. A nurse could be involved with something to do with this. This person's a narcissist. You just keep getting stronger and stronger. Someone's getting set up by an undercover agent, officer, or detective. And they're going to be convicted. That's exactly what came out. They're money hungry. They're a gold digger. And they're going to be going to fucking prison. And you're going to be able to rest. Someone has an injury. The secret organization here, the secret society. They're trapped in what they've done. They have something representing you on your altar, or on their altar, and that's the truth. Yeah, we've got Fehu in reverse, which is what it represents wealth. There's something buried in the yard with Fehu, with wealth in reverse. It's graveyard magic, the letter F, and fire signs. It represents material loss, inadequacy, and insecurity. Fehu is a rune. May feel impatient, a bit greedy, or lacking control, can lead to missed opportunities or financial instability. Reevaluate priorities, avoid impulsive decisions, work hard to regain control over any chaos in your life. Be mindful of actions and long-term consequences. Yeah, you better think long and hard about what the fuck's going on here. Okay, someone could be doing mirror magic on an earth angel. We've got an earth angel again. The level of deception used in this relationship is igniting harsh karma. So whoever this lover is right here that's coming in to affect you with this hitman energy, they're going to get fucked. You're defeating an ancient entity that's haunted you through many lifetimes and hunted you. Sorry, that's hunted you through many lifetimes. Haunted you, I said that for a reason. You pulled your energy back from them. And this hermit here, this investigator, seeing through the illusions. They have an obsessive fear of losing your wealth. And that's definitely in the energy. They waged war against God coming for you. And they're going to be found guilty. Because they're exposed. You are a failed sacrifice. Love God. With the hangman and social media, you're a failed sacrifice. Everything is falling apart for these criminals. They're trapped now. God's revealing the truth about your stolen wealth and these ops in your life. They're trying to go on the run. Oh my God, I can't make this up. This is crazy. This is what I'm channeling. Defamation of character. Wow. Wow, they're ruined. Someone could act like they're a missing person as a cover-up. And they've got something buried in the yard here. Okay. Return to sender has them scared with this Eight of Wands up here. Want to hurt you for exposing their crimes. That's why they're coming after you. And they're ruined. They've ruined themselves. They just wanted to inflict pain on you in painful relationships affecting your vehicle. In these secret meetings, it's urgent. A secret meeting is urgent because someone's getting arrested. Something was risky and dangerous and they did it anyway. A Gemini, Cancer cusp, or a Gemini and a Cancer could be significant. You won't fall for this. Something's going to be court-ordered with hidden information that's court-ordered that needs to be obtained. Your root chakra is intact. You're grounded. You're balanced. Your basic needs are met. Your sense of security is intact. You have stability and security. Okay. We have a process server. Somebody could be threatening you. Something could happen at a fast food restaurant. Someone's going to be getting served papers. They're ego-ridden. It's the end of you and me with this dark high priest. It's a waste of time. They need to stop. This is a karmic soulmate. We have a Libra, Scorpio cusp, or a Libra and a Scorpio could be significant. With SA and dark rituals with SA, oh my God, creating trauma with actual assault, SA here. Going to the graveyard, doing spells. Wow. Doing rituals. Pertho represents cauldron and mystery. God, spirit. Mystery, fate, secrets, chance, and destiny. The letter P and water signs. The element of chance and unpredictability of life. The need to adapt to the hand you've been dealt. They just want you to succumb to what they're dishing out with all the spell work. 1:31 on the clock. You have the power to influence your outcomes through your responses and attitudes. Respond, don't react. Hidden meanings, secrets, and the mysteries of life. Make the most of whatever comes your way, whether fortunate or challenging. Significant changes coming ahead. Enjoy life as it unfolds. Wow. They're abusing divination. Yeah, there's a healthy throat chakra. And their throat chakra is blocked. So they're trying to block yours. Okay. Healthy boundaries, clear communication, an active listener, and you speak your truth with a healthy, balanced throat chakra here. And they don't like that. Something's going on Facebook. Trouble on Facebook. Ritual supplies. We have third-party interference that's caused trouble on Facebook. Someone's on a trip, or they were on a trip and talking to a third party that caused problems in the vehicle. Problems in the relationship. We have another vehicle coming out here. Playing mind games, gaslighting you over a third-party interference. They caused trouble while they were on a trip. When they were talking to someone on Facebook, could be on Messenger. Well, you have to... Whoa. Okay, that was crazy. You have divine protection, your honor. Divine protection, your honor. Okay. Doing rituals on you. You're protected from this. The Chinese zodiac sign of the ox could be significant. A court date's coming up to where they have to face this judge. You could be moving, or someone could have just moved. Someone's love bombing you to get them to move and create a romance to lure you in. There could be a child involved. Oh my God. Making arrangements. Affecting something that's going on with arrangements that are being made regarding your spirituality or your religion. They're an authority figure here. Could have a falling out. Don't repeat the cycle and create this karma. Focus on dharma. Oh, God. Your discernment's on 100. You're on to this motherfucker. Divine justice is coming in. Don't let them fool you. You know they're up to something. Well, death is going to be their karma if they don't fucking stop. The voodoo doll doesn't work and they thought that you were an easy target. It's fucking stupid as shit. They think that the devil loves them, but the devil hates them. Someone's car could get repossessed. Spell work attacks, cleanse your home, your energy. Okay. They thought that you were an easy target. And they were just tormenting you. You have a tormentor in your energy. Doing magic over your finances. Someone could be trying to catch you off guard. They had no clue that you were so strong. And they're mad because you walked away from them. Yeah, we've got a potion and a spell here. And you have protection over this. Trying to catch you off guard, chosen ones. Trying to block your intuition. It ain't happening. The spell works backfiring. With this black magic, the spell works backfiring. And now they're in massive regret because you're going to receive money. Wow! And this ex is stalking you. Hiding out in the woods. What the fuck? Refuse to let you go. They're delusional and obsessed. This family. Dismemberment. Hiding out in the woods. Oh my God, that could be the plan. They lost a significant amount of money. Maybe they didn't fulfill the job. It would have made this family real happy here if they'd have gone through with this. They've got problems with money. Someone's lost a significant amount of money. Shit's about to hit the fan. Someone was spoofing in text messages and message came out earlier. And you're speaking your truth and they were keeping secrets from you. Brother, stepbrother, half-brother, brothers involved. They're jealous and vengeful and they never thought that they would get caught. Well, they're going to snitch. There's many people involved in this. Brother could be the snitch. Need you to save them as a witness here. Debt and unpaid bills are piling up. Now they don't know what the fuck to do. We've got, what's the juju? So let's pull from the magic deck here and see what they're... Alright, collective. So, we're going to draw from my What's the Juju deck. And we're going to close out. Because this is really long. But I've not been on here in forever. So I wanted to give you guys some content. We've got someone that's making a pact here. Okay. An agreement was made. And an agreement came out earlier in my handmade deck. With SEXUAL magic. Making a pact with this. Wow. Rituals during SEX. Thinking of you during SEX, masturbation and manifestation, seducing and baiting you and using their SEX appeal. An agreement was made a pact with evil, sold themselves in return for power, carrying out evil deeds for gains. So we've definitely got an SEX ritual and cult that's going on here. Doing jar spells, trying to trap you in a jar to keep you stuck, trying to destroy your pathway, putting you in the freezer, frozen or dry, putting your name and photo in a jar, trying to stop you using herbs, pee, shit, and blood in the spell work. Wow. What else is going on here? Wow. Death, magic, and eviction spells, and both of those have been coming out constantly in the reading. Trying to unalive you. People around you start passing away. Doesn't want you to live your life. Causing a forced transformation, a death and rebirth, and the death card did come out. And then here's the mirror magic again. They need to stop with these fucking portals. Want you homeless, trying to get you kicked out. Neighbors complaining about you. The landlord raised the rent all of a sudden. They want you evicted. They don't want you to have a home. They don't want you to have stability and security. Trying to do everything that they can to block and destroy this for you. Could be sending in a lover as a hitman to make you think that they really love you. And they don't. They don't care about you. They act like they care, but they don't. It's what came out in my handmade deck. Scrying for answers, hexing the mirrors in your house, spying on you through a mirror, sending energy through your mirror like a portal. Using mirror magic. It's a game of chess. Yeah, they're not going to win. They're not going to win. They're going to fucking lose. Watching your every move with this surveillance juju up here. Wants to be better than you at all costs. They're so jealous. They're full of envy, and they're sending you the evil eye. Trying to knock you off your game, and hates that you always win no matter what, because you're in the Six of Wands. They can't stand it. They're so jealous. This is past life juju going on here. Giving the evil eye from even the past life. Pyramids, Egyptian ancestors could be significant. Hateful, envious gazes, cursing you with their eyes, sending you bad luck, and projecting negativity towards you with this evil eye energy. Your ancestors are protecting you. It's part of a karmic contract. Karma carrying over from a past life, resuming past life karma, and continuing past life contracts. You've got to figure out these soul contracts and break them. They're astral traveling. That your hair could be falling out. They could be affecting your hair and your crown chakra. Something could be going on with your hair. Dull, dry, itchy scalp, an accident at a hair salon, nappy headed, bad hair days, hairs falling out. And then with the astral travels here, they're separating spirit from body, attacking you in the astral plane, wanting you stuck in the astral world and an out-of-body experience to deplete your energy. And this is also part of this vampire energy. And they're siphoning you. They could be sending in an incubus or a succubus, okay, to even attack you in the dream state. So be sure that you're protecting yourself when you sleep. Protect your hair, cover your head. We have routine spell work, and it came out in reverse with bait magic. So, and then, bam, karma hits, okay? Constant hits, obsessed with hexing you, blocks and misfortune, paying big bucks to take you down. And this routine spell work came out in reverse. It's not working anymore. They can't keep doing this. We have a kitchen witch, and then voodoo that just popped up. Voodoo dolls with a kitchen witch. We got a kitchen witch that's doing some voodoo, putting some herbs and shit in a doll. Molding clay and mud, wax, straw, glass, grass, wood, bones. They're stuffing dolls with herbs. Using special magical ingredients. Affecting a sense of home and comfort in your life. Putting intentions and energy into food, drinks, desserts. And they work with the hearth spirits. And here's this earth element here. Wow, a parental alienation. And this earth element here came out as a parental figure for some of you here. It's how it came out. Dad was right. You're the problem. So turning your siblings against you, okay? You could have problems with your siblings. Brainwashing children, turning kids against you. They could even turn your own children against you. Kids interfering in everything, causing drama with your kids. They could have come after you and your children, baiting even your children to come against you. Finding ways to lure you in, trying to draw you into a trap, dangling things you like in front of you and hoping that you would fall for the bait. Okay? And then we have karma hits. Their karma is catching up. You will witness their karma. Setting you up to get back karma, and their time has come to pay. Whoever this is that's fucking with you, they're getting ready to pay for what they've done with all this candle magic bullshit that they've got going on. Words are spells, okay? A water element, words are spells. Somebody's talking a lot of shit. The power of the tongue. Cursing yourself with your own tongue. Tricking you into reading something out loud. And watch what you say. We've got a water element. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Using water magic. A water sign is doing juju on you. Messing with your solar plexus and your heart chakra. They want you to have excessive vices. They want you to drink, smoke, do whatever, party, overstimulating, mixing drugs with alcohol, unhealthy cravings all the time. And then we have pussy spells, razor bumps, itchy poon poon, ingrown pubic hairs, and a smelly and no good in bed where your partner doesn't want you. Okay. To where then it creates a negative self-image, to where you're so down on yourself that it's going to end up creating an intuition block, which is what they want to do with intuition and the lovers. Wow, spirit. Intuition and the lovers. And then they're surveillancing you and watching you to see if it's working with surveillance juju, trying to block your throat chakra because they don't want you talking about what the fuck is going on. And it's a male. They're abusive and they're neglectful. Feeling non-attractive, energetically filtering your beauty, enhancing your imperfections, and making you feel insecure about yourself to where you're telling yourself that you're ugly and you're not, and that you stink, doing yard magic with these graveyard spells. They buried something in the yard. Your yard or their yard or both. Burying shit in your yard, throwing cursed objects in your yard, messing with your home life, and something buried in your dirt is hexed. They're blocking your intuition, can't sense your intuitive abilities, jealous of your strong intuition, and hates that you can sense and feel things. Creating fraud magic. Yep, here's this fraud that they created. A victim of fraud, putting your info into stuff, getting you involved in fraudulent activities, and scamming you or getting scammed for money. Okay, guys, so let's roll the dice. So whenever I was pulling my dice out, Mercury and Mars came out. So there's a lot of conflict in communication. We've got Scorpio, Sagittarius, wow, triple Sag. So heavy Sagittarius in this energy. And Aries, Aquarius, Leo, Aries, Virgo, Gemini. Do it one more time. I'm going to close out. I'm getting tired. Pisces, Aries, twice. So double Aries, Virgo, and Cancer could be significant. All right, you guys just take this how it resonates. Don't force anything to fit. Thank you all for being here and for spending your time with us. We love you guys so much. Hopefully I'm getting ready to be more consistent with my readings again now that we're nowhere near unpacked, but we're definitely a million times better than we've been. We love you guys so much. Tell them bye, baby.
Bye. Have a good
Bye.
night.
Bye, collective.